everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and today's video is going to be the series I'm never going to finish. So this year I realized there's some book series that I have no interest in finishing or to read more of, and I wanted to talk about that today. So I'm just going through all the book series that either I started and I have no interest in continuing it, or book series that were that got more books added to the series and I just don't see myself reading them. I have no interest, basically, and like I have no interest in all of them, pretty much. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you about those book series. So yeah, let's start. So the first one that I have no interest in finishing is the Lunar Chronicles by Mirage. So we have Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress, and we also have Winter, which I haven't read, and Fairest and Star Above, something like that. I have read Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress. I'm just gonna old Cinder, but yes. I have read the first 3 books in the series. I did enjoy them when I first read them. I also listened to the audiobook of Fairest, so I read that one too. I just don't own it. I do not have Winter on my TBR shelves. Either Stars Above, the like bind up novella thing, and maybe it's because I do not own the last book, but yeah, I never finished the series, and right now my interest has gone away. Like, I don't have any interest in finishing it. I do not care where the characters are ending up. Like, I really don't care. I'm sure it's because I've read those ones like so many years ago. I think I first read Cinder in like 2017, Scarlet 2, and Cress in 2018. So it's been a while. So I think I will have to reread the 3 first books to read Winter, the last book, and I don't have that time. There's other books that I want to reread first than these ones. There are other books too that I have on my TBR shelf that I want to read before the last one of this series. But if I do end up one day having the 4th book, I might finish it, but I really have no interest in finishing it, to be honest. So that's why it's on the list. Next is the Magisterium series by Cassandra Clare and Ollie Black. I've read the Iron Trial, the Copper Gauntlet, and the Bronze Key. So this is a middle grade series set in a magical school. I kind of enjoyed them when I first read them, but there are like really forgettable books for me. Right after I was done with it, I kind of forgot what happened, which is not a good sign. I know that I was entertained. I didn't really care for the characters. I didn't really care about the plot. So yeah, there's a 4th and a 5th book in this series. It's now completed. The 4th book is the Silver Mask, and the 5th one is the Golden Tower, I think. And yeah, I have no interest in finishing it, to be honest. I just don't. So I'm not gonna finish it. I really genuinely don't care how it ends. I just don't. So yeah, that's why it's on the list too. I feel like this video is gonna be like really repetitive, just me saying like I have no interest in it, I don't care about the ending. That's why it's on the list. But those are the real reasons, so I'm not gonna lie. The next series is really, I was about to say peculiar, but yeah, it is. Anyway, This is the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. So I've read Miss Peregrine's, Hollow City, and Library of Souls. So I think it was last year or the year before that Ransom Riggs announced that he was continuing this series, like his wife, Tara Mafi, who continued the Shadow series, which I'm still, reading. I have the last book that I need to read, but yeah, this is a series that I did want to finish, and I did want to read the next book that were coming out. But this series, I think it wrapped up pretty well. I love the ending. I kind of don't want to ruin it by reading more books and being disappointed, so I'm just not going to read the next books that are coming out. I think it's gonna be like a second trilogy, and I think the fourth and the fifth are already out. Yeah, just because I really don't want to ruin this series for me, I'm just not going to read the next books that are coming out. I thought this was perfect as it was, and I think it was just well done. I really don't want to continue it and be disappointed, so basically that's the reason. It's not because I don't like this series. Next is the Montague series by Mackenzie Lee. I've read only The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. I DNF'd that book once, and then I picked it up, and I was kind of surprised. I enjoyed it. I was entertained, and I thought it was a good book. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't invested enough in the characters and the plot to actually continue with this series. The series is more of a companion, so the second one we're following what's his name, Monty's sister, and the third one we're following his best friend, which he is called Percy. I'm just not interested in reading the two last books, so I'm not going to. Next is The Hazelwood by Milsa Albert. I know a second book is coming out, and there's also a novella that already came out, I think, Tales of Winterland. This book cover is absolutely beautiful, but I enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed the last part of the book. The first part was really boring and dragging, and it was just, I didn't really liked it, but the last part I really enjoyed, but it's not enough for me to buy and read the next book, so I'm just not going to. Next is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I think this one was first a standalone, and now it's a series. I was so disappointed in this one. I thought it would be like a gruesome Viking story, and it was just not that, and I forgot everything about that book. Really, so that gives you a hint that I just didn't enjoy it. So no, I'm not going to continue the series. Next is Mirage by Samia Dodd. I think it's one of them that maybe I will go back to at one point, but I really don't know. This one we're following like a doppelganger duo, and one of them is like a cruel ruler in this empire, and the other one is like more of a servant, lower caste character. And I enjoyed it. It was really entertaining. It's just there's some parts that I forgot, so yeah. So I don't think I'm interested enough to continue with this series. Next is Barbary Station by R.E. Stearns. Their series is called Shield Runner Pirates, and this one I was so disappointed in it. This was sold to me as a lesbian space pirates with a wired AI. I was like, oh my god, yes, I want that, please. The Illuminate Files series as a wired AI is one of my favorite character. I really loved it. I really love also Lovelace, the AI character in The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. So I was like, I want to read more books about AI. So I decided to pick this one, and oh my god, I was so disappointed. I think this one I gave it a 2, but it's a 1. Okay, it really is a 1. This was boring. This was not good at all. The writing style is just like really not for me. I don't know what to say. I really don't like that book. So of course I'm not gonna continue the series. It's a duology, but I really don't care what happened to those characters and to the story. I really don't care. So I'm not going to continue on. Next is another book that I was disappointed, and it's one of that I've read this year, and that is All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. This was kind of my first mermaid pirates book, and I really wanted to read a mermaid pirates book just to see if it's really my thing and if I would be interested. And I really have no interest in that at all. The story, the plot was interesting. I think that people that love mermaids and pirates would enjoy this book, but it's just like really not for me. I really don't care about pirates and robbery and just piratey thing. I really don't care about mermaids. I just nope. So this just confirmed that mermaids and pirates are just not for me. Well, for now at least, until maybe I find like a miracle book. But yeah, so I'm not going to continue the series, obviously. So this is it, guys. This is all the book series that I'm never going to finish, or maybe never going to finish. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.